Good evening, everyone. It's Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on Southeast Texas Express. We are live from our weather studio at Christus, Southeast Texas. We're on the 5th floor of the Wellness Center building, and right next to Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital. We're going to vow to do some live updates during the overnight period. Obviously, with it dark out, a little difficult to show you on camera, but we've got some radar updates that we'll fill you in on. And tonight, right after our radar shot, I'm going to bring in Commissioner Chris Kirkendall to take just a couple of questions. We're going to let him go and rest up a little bit before tomorrow's big day. 37 right now. Under overcast skies, obviously, 49% on our humidity factor. And right now, winds are calm, which has been a big deal. We've seen some extreme winds during the last 24 hours, died down a lot today, which was a huge help. And we're going to be seeing those winds pick back up, unfortunately. And again, tonight's snow forecast is about 70% coverage. We're going to go up to 90% coverage for potential snowfall in for our Tuesday. You can see our Tuesday's highs only at 35, and then Tuesday night, hence the problems with the moisture and the temperatures all combined. We're down to 17 degrees Wednesday morning under mostly sunny sky on Wednesday, but still not getting up until that above freezing till close to the noon hour or so. Satellite imagery shows a vast amount of cloud coverage, mid and low levels of the atmosphere, but we're starting to see that snow push into extreme southeast Texas. We've had reports of it already. This is our X-rad Doppler radar that is showing some very, very light snow that's pushing into portions of the area a lot heavier north into Nacogdoches, Georgetown, obviously well west of us. But our concern, obviously, is extreme southeast Texas. And what we've asked to do is we're bringing on now our Precinct 2 Hardin County Commissioner Chris Kirkendall. Chris, thanks so much for taking time out of your evening. I know it's going to be an extremely busy day for you tomorrow, but thought maybe I'd at least offend a couple of calls, or rather not so much calls, but comments on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind us doing that.
Sure, absolutely.
So sort of walk me through the process now of commissioner. Obviously, you've got a lot of things that you've already had working ahead of time, getting prepped in Hardin County. I live in Hardin County, and then I'm privy to know that you have one of the, if not the largest precinct under your watch. And so what's the first thing that a commissioner does whenever you're prepping for something like this?
So what we're watching for mainly in our precinct areas is areas that's prone to freezing that could cause and create issues for our constituents. For us on the county roads, it's primarily going to be our bridges and our large culverts that flow underneath the road. What all the commissioners did today was sand those bridges and get them ready for any accumulation of ice or accumulation of snow. The process is we'll sand the bridges, and if there is any accumulation, that when those tires start driving over the snow or the ice, they'll actually have some road-based material to grab a hold of. One of the things I want to caution, all of our constituents with, they are fully aware of this, that county roads tend to be smaller.
Right.
They're more narrow than a TxDOT road. And so just have to be really, really careful when navigating, and especially if they're passing a car on a smaller road. On some of our roads, it's hard to get two cars to pass each other at one time. So they just need to be familiar with that, which most of them are. The next thing is drivetexas.org is TxDOT road system. And our constituents can get on there to look at the FM roads and all of our major highways to see if they can get from point A to point B safely, to make sure no bridges or overpasses are closed. I know we have some on FM 418. We have some out in Honey Island. Obviously, 69 coming in from Village Mills and Wildwood, which is also my area. And so they'll definitely want to look over that. And they'll also want to monitor the Hardin County Emergency Management Facebook page. Judge Wayne McDaniel and Aaron Tupper, who's our coordinator. They do a great job with updating that on a regular basis. And if they'll take a look at that Hardin County Emergency Management page, commissioners will be updating any terrible conditions that exist on any of our county roads.
Now, what about address real briefly the issue about power, and whether or not a good amount of your precinct there are to lose power. Is that something that a commissioner? Obviously, I know that you have concern with, but is it something that you either plan for, or is something that you can maybe expedite in the fact that or in the instance that you have something prepared ahead of time?
So I know on all the Hardin County side, we do have generated power. We have them at all of our precinct barns. We have them at the courthouse. Um, Obviously, that's my major concern, especially being a dad of adult children, is making sure they understand the severity of the case that could be, and making sure they have alternate power or somewhere to get should we lose power.
Right. Well, Commissioner Kirkendall, I appreciate you joining me. We're going to be doing these live updates not only all night, and I'm certainly not going to ask you to stay on your phone with me for that
Yes,
amount of
sir.
time. I know that you're going to be extremely busy tomorrow. However, if you are able to join me in the morning, say 8:30ish, 9 o'clock, I'm not sure. I'll double check with you, and
Sure.
then whenever we can touch base and maybe get an assessment on how things are faring out at that point. Would that be fair enough?
Yes, sir. I'd be happy to do it. I'll be out and about come daylight. Personally, I'm waiting on it to get daylight to see what I'm driving on, and we'll have our road crews ready to respond, as well as I know all the other commissioners in Hardin County are. Great group of commissioners that I work with, great county judge, and so you can rest assured that we're keeping an eye on everything. Everybody's taking it serious. Anything that we can do to help our constituents, should there be a tree that falls down across your roadway, you can call the Hardin County dispatch, and they will notify the appropriate commissioner. We'll be happy to do that. We do have Entergy contacts ourselves, so if you have a tree on a line, if you'll let us know, we can contact our Entergy contacts and see if we can expedite that situation on getting power restored and getting the tree cut off of those power lines.
Very good. Commissioner, thank you so much for joining me. I know a lot of people are going to be gearing up and maybe have some questions for you in the morning. We'll hold off on that for tonight, but thanks so much for joining me tonight here at Southeast Texas Express. Have a good night. Get some rest.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dana.
Thanks so
God bless
much.
you.
That's Commissioner Kirkendall here at Hardin County. He has the Precinct 2 activity and of course, always up on it, and we appreciate Commissioner Kirkendall so much. One final look at our radar real quick does show that we're pretty much blanketed in precip. Most of it is falling in whenever it is coming to the ground in the form of snow. We've had a lot of people that are sending videos in, so I'm going to start processing some of that here at Southeast Texas Express, try to put it on our Facebook page and on our Roku channel as well. But again, it has started. We're going to see this do nothing but increase as we work during the wee hours tomorrow morning, and especially into the first part of our Tuesday. So we'll gear up for that. And again, start prepping. Maybe get a few questions for Commissioner Kirkendall, who'll be on with us early morning hours tomorrow morning, somewhere between 8:30, 9 o'clock, whenever he can break away from his duties there. I'm Meteorologist Dana Melancon here at Southeast Texas Express. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, we're going to be doing these live updates all night long tonight, for the all day tomorrow and tomorrow night as well. So if you have a chance, make sure you spread the word about it on Southeast Texas Express on the Facebook page. Like and follow us, and make sure you set that notification bell to all.